That's a Thing Accent Core. It is episode .61, and it is Monday, February the 24th.
That's right.
I got that right.
I think
I'm Drew.
I'm Kevin, also known as Raylith. And
he's Nolan.
And Nolan.
At Nolan Line on Twitter.
There you go. Okay. I think the charade can be over. I think the children's have left. So we can just go. We can just go into it. Nolan, what'd you like about the Sonic movie? Hello?
I was amazed it wasn't bad. Is my big thing.
That's what I
thought
hear.
It was going to be a piece of garbage, and it turned out to be okay.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I hear that Sonic is an acceptable movie. Do you think it would have been more or less acceptable with the original design?
Oh no, it would have flopped hard like Cats.
Do you want to see that original cut? Would you buy the DVD if it came with the original design cut?
Yes.
I
would.
Okay.
I don't think I'm going to buy
that
Sonic movie. I'm good with one watch, and I'm done.
So do you think, because it apparently did well, they're going to make sequels. So the sequels do you think they're going to do Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and then like Sonic Mania, or do you think they're just going to jump straight to Adventure?
No, they're going to jump straight to Boom.
So, at the very beginning, they do show the echidnas.
Yeah, I've seen, they were... Whenever they were showing off, like, Baby Sonic, they had, like, echidnas in the background. So Knuckles...
Reason, I guess, to use his power.
Yeah. So, like, is the sequel Sonic and Knuckles?
I don't know, because another character also joined in.
Like, I know minor spoilers... that there's like an owl.
Yeah, no, you need to just. Are we gonna do spoilers or not?
All right, we'll know spoiler Sonic.
No, not till now. Not for now.
No, yeah, it's still too. Also, it's Sonic. I think that if we could talk spoilers, we'd say like 3 things, and then the rest of it is spoiler. It's a jokey kids buddy cop movie with man and cartoon animal.
So I will say one thing. Sonic isn't that great in the movie, but all the humans are minus Jim Carrey.
That's interesting.
All the humans are better.
I don't like Jim Carrey in anything.
I think his time has passed. His time was
I don't think it ever was.
The 90s. I think
Truman Show.
I think it should have been Nicolas Cage as Dr. Robotnik.
Oh,
imagine.
That actually would have been really good.
Because you could have had him saying, like, have this freak out of, I hate this hedgehog. I hate him. He's there.
Okay.
I can't stand
So
him.
the Robotnik, a little, like, face-off Nick Cage.
Yeah.
In the insanity factor.
Yeah. Like, that's what I want. I want... like the slow downfall, where the descent into madness, where he's like, it's real. Or like National Treasure Nick Cage.
Sonic kicks him into a turbine, and he has to take his face off.
Yes, that's the sequel, where Nicolas Cage the only way that Sonic can get the Chaos Emeralds is he has to take off Dr. Robotnik's face and put his face on top of Dr. Robotnik, and then they have to go to the magnet prison.
Magnet prison with the
the Super Mario Brothers movie boots, and that's it. Okay.
No, if you have a a little cousin or something, I'd say take him to it because it's a pretty good movie. Beyond, all right.
I also think if you're a fan of Sonic, you should probably go see the movie or catch the movie at some point because, let's face it, you've been through worse.
I'm not gonna lie, there's a lot of stuff between the Sonic and like once the story wraps up, there's a little like slow piano title song playing, and you go, ooh.
Yeah, listen, I watched the old Sonic OVA. I'm in there.
When Knuckles passed the cowboy hat.
Yep. Yeah, I'm in there.
And the best Knuckles.
I also recently learned voice actors from the Sonic cartoon show showed up in the movie.
Oh, there's
like a scene where there's a bunch of military guys talking, like the Badniks.
I thought it'd be cool if it was like the military was all the other Sonic voice actors. So you have Sonic talking to Urkel, who's also Sonic. So you have this scene where all the Sonics are talking to Sonic. I think that'd be good.
Are Scratch and Grounder in it?
Okay, the voice of Scratch is in it. I'm sorry, the voice of Grounder's in it. He's one of the Pentagon guys.
Okay, that's good. That's acceptable. Okay.
I think I would have preferred it if it would have just been a Scratch and Grounder.
Well, that's the Sonic Cinematic Universe, which is on its way. Prepare for the standalone Scratch and Grounder film. And then you have the Amy Rose.
No, they're coming back in like the second movie. That's when they appear.
We can hope.
Yeah. I'd actually like it if it was more like they went hard on the cartoon. Like just give us something different. Give us a different Sonic. Make it weird. Go weird with it. Make DeviantArt Sonic go up and he starts inflating. Like just all in.
Oh, embarrassed.
The toilet seat.
Make Blonic come in. That's the next one.
What's the picture? It's Sonic and Pan's pregnant.
Yeah, in Rainbow Dash, it's Mistakes into Miracles at 9/11. That's the next movie. There you've heard it here.
If Sonic's canon, if the picture of Sonic is canon.
Oh, that means that picture exists.
Yeah.
That exists. And because it's Paramount or whatever, they could pull in some kind of... I think they do... I think they're with Hasbro, so they're already there.
Oh, no.
You can have the Rainbow Dash. You might have to replace Pan with just, I don't know.
Some anime character.
Or just... You know what? Listen, you have the Magic the Gathering. You just put one of the Planeswalkers in there. And you go, Mistakes into Miracles. There you go.
That's a perfect segue out of this conversation.
Yeah, so let's go into Street Fighter had from what I could tell, a minor netcode update. But due to bad messaging, it seemed like it was going to be a netcode overhaul, and then it wasn't. And then people had to dig down into it to find out that it was just a slight upgrade, and a kerfuffle was had by all.
It's just so... I'm tired of it. Like, that's what, like, this last thing has done is, like, I'm just done with Street Fighter V. I don't care anymore. I like that game. I like playing that game, but I don't like that game enough to keep dealing with this bullshit every fucking time. Like, the fact that they released this patch, which made it seem like they're finally fixing the netcode. Some third-party guy who doesn't work for Capcom figured out how to patch the game and make the netcode work. So it's like, oh, finally Capcom realizes we have to do something. And, like, they don't say anything about what they're doing. So it seems like at first all they've done is patched out the ability for that mod to be used.
Yeah, that was the first step, and I was like, "Good Lord, that's the worst." And then they had to dig into it.
No, the worst part is that it's completely believable that Capcom would do.
Yeah.
No one batted an eye and thought, well, surely they're not that.
Yeah,
everyone was like, no, that's Capcom.
Yeah,
that's
everyone's like, yeah, of course they would patch it out because that's that sort of corporate pride at the expense of everything. Of no.
And so I really suggest people go and watch this week's Tuesday show from Ultra David and James Chin. Just because Ultra David, the whole, like, after this happens, like, you saw, like, the 8 seconds of just, like, exhale and being dead inside.
Yep, I retweeted that one.
And, like, after that, Ultra David is just, like, sitting there. It's like, I'm trying so hard not to just burn bridges.
Yeah.
And it's like, small little things they said, like, they didn't say blatantly anything. They did not throw anyone under the bus. And this is just pure rumor mill that I'm saying right now. But based on some little things from them and, like, some tweets and stuff I've seen around, you know how we've been wondering a lot about what those other teams at Capcom have that the fighting game team somehow doesn't have?
Yeah, like how Monster Hunter Online, I've played it, and yeah, I mean, you'll get some lagginess. I mean, that's just every online game, but playable, completely playable, it just works.
I don't think I've ever had. No, think about it.
I've had one or two in Monster Hunter. It's just, but it's not an abnormal amount. It's the same as an online game. You will hit the guy running on Wi-Fi.
Yeah. Running on his neighbor's Wi-Fi while downloading Big Booty Bitches 7.
Yeah, you're hitting that guy. It doesn't matter. But yeah, like Monster Hunter. So you go on, Drew. I'm just saying,
it's not just the online. I mean, like, everything else too. Like, look at, like, the quality that the Resident Evil game. Look at the quality Monster Hunter has.
Oh, Devil May Cry crushed it.
Yeah, Devil May Cry. But then look at, like, Street Fighter 5.
Street Fighter.
It's just like.
There you go.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, comparatively, it feels like a budget game. It feels where it feels like it's a budget, like, and I'm not going to, and I mean this like somewhat as a compliment, somewhat not, but how Killer Instinct was a download only game, and it felt like it was a side project, but they worked their butts off and they made it work. Street Fighter V feels like a lower quality game than Killer Instinct. Not that Killer Instinct is bad, but just in terms of, like, you're like, it just, it's the fact this is a small thing, and it has bothered me from day one, where the characters in this character select menu clip through themselves. It's like in game, whatever, that happens. But you couldn't get a clip of Birdie where his chain doesn't, like, slowly go up through himself and then come. Like, you could have hand animated, just moved or just made it so he doesn't clip in the menu. And not like default. It's like default costume. He clips through himself. And Ken's hair.
They could have also just had, like, a JPEG sprite.
Yeah.
Of just, like, character artwork whenever you pick it. If it's, like, that big of an issue for them with a C.
Or just a JPEG of them in the costume so that you know what you're selecting.
So it turns out the question we maybe should have been asking isn't what do those other teams have that doesn't. We should be asking what's on the Street Fighter V team that's not on the other Capcom team.
Oh.
And it turns out the answer might be Ono.
So you think, oh.
Ooh,
Oh. Ono was on Street Fighter 4, right?
Yeah, he's the reason that got brought back too.
Okay. Because Because if you think back to it, and let's go on the way back machine. When Street Fighter 4 launched, it was pretty bare bones. Like that game, Street Fighter 4 Vanilla, was bare bones. It had,
and that was the second version of that game.
Oh yeah, the one we got, because there was they did the arcade release.
Arcade came out first.
Yeah, they did. Did the arcade have Akuma and Goken in it?
I don't know.
My brain says no.
I don't know. I don't know enough to say.
That's just fact checking. But that's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. Because it's sort of So you think so that's an interesting theory, and it's interesting enough that I can't just instantly deconfirm it.
Yeah.
Huh. Because it does it just, I don't know. It feels like Street Fighter's been a second class citizen for a while. And maybe 4 was a fluke.
Like, it's definitely, I don't even think 4 was a fluke. And also looking at it, 4 doesn't have a story mode, which everyone bitches and moans about fighting games not having. It doesn't have one. It has arcade endings for the characters. There a lot of stuff people complain about 5 is also present in 4. But whatever. People don't like 5 because they learned to play 4 and then suddenly they had to learn it.
It's also 4 was the quote unquote rebirth, you know?
Yeah.
There's it's the one that hit. But
also, let's not forget Marvel 3 was out during that same time, so everyone was much happier just riding Marvel 3 wave and not paying it.
Yo, but Marvel 3 is really good. And it came out twice in 1 year, and no one really complained.
People complained, but they didn't care because this is good.
Well,
but it's I would fall asleep during Street Fighter 4 top 8s because Marvel 3 was already over. I didn't have any and then Street Fighter 4 starts, and it's yeah, whatever. I don't care.
Oh man, I remember I was still in college doing student teaching, and I was getting hassled because I was behind on projects and stuff, and it was a nightmare. But then I bought Marvel 3 and played it. I was in somewhat questionable academic standings, and I'm like, nah, but it's Marvel. I gotta play it.
Yeah.
And let me tell you, it was worth it. That game was.
Student teaching would have been so much easier if I didn't have Marvel 3.
Yo, Marvel 3. Marvel 3 is sick. Marvel.
God.
I love that game. It's really good. I'm bad at it.
It's back.
Yeah, it's what's weird about Marvel 3 is I am very bad at it, and I look at that game and I still go, no, it's great. It's if I play that game and I get to play it for just a few seconds, and then I'm in a touch of death combo, and I'm like, yeah, Marvel.
Not to mention if you get to kill an opponent's character.
Oh yeah, then it's it's such a high victory. And that game's really
I don't
good.
think there's ever been an Evo event that I just enjoy watching. Like I enjoy watching Marvel 3.
I know. It's Marvel 3 is a game. That is a hell of a game.
I don't know.
The meme was justified. Wooly down there holding up the sign yelling, "Where's Marvel?" And you're like, yeah, of course.
And it's whenever you're watching a match, it doesn't matter what's going on. As soon as someone pops X Factor, it is, oh shit, it's about to happen.
I think it's because there are so many times in Marvel 3 where it feels like there's so much busted garbage where the oh shit it's happening you're right, it's like every match. It's that Tekken slowdown, but every match.
Yeah, Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's not slow down. It's a like 1 second screen freeze. That's like, and now the destruction is here.
Solve the problem.
Yeah.
And there are many
Virtual
problems.
breakers that you didn't block.
Oh, Phoenix threw out 3 light feathers, teleported through a trap, and then teleported again. Hope you blocked it. And if you blocked it, it's still happening.
Fine. It's like you're in an argument with your girl, saying fine repeatedly. You're in the doghouse tonight.
Virgil's gonna hit you 8 times and kill you. Good luck.
Yep.
Oh man.
I love that game.
Yeah. It's just, I don't know. I feel like, I don't know about that. On the, you know what, on the opposite end of the spectrum though, from Street Fighter V, keeping that transition. What? Smash Brothers? No.
I thought you said opposite side of the spectrum. I thought you were going to admit Marvel 3, and so I said Smash Brothers.
Oh, because no, I was going to talk about the Animal Crossing New Horizons Direct. Because that happened. And
I did watch it.
I watched it. I am so... I have gotten... I think it's just because of that Direct, but just the idea and the thing, the little cartoon I retweeted... It's the weird camaraderie between the Doom and Animal Crossing communities that's so wholesome. Because it's the completely opposite games, but everyone's like, yeah, no, they're both great. They're both great.
Both fantastic.
Both of those games are going to be really... And it's... I think it's just such a weird phenomenon because I want both of the games equally. I want the nice island, and it looks like, like all of the features in the new Animal Crossing look great. How you can reorganize your villagers' houses, so if you get one that's
you can change and like move water and build up or build down.
Yeah, you can make like a nice little waterfall in your island. You can build a bridge so you don't have an annoying layout, or you can make your own layout. And then it's just it's like I look at that game and I'm just like, yeah, I want my own little town. I still haven't decided what. Oh, you go.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm probably not going to, but that's depending on how much like the bundle is for Switch. Depending on how much that is, I may pick up the Animal Crossing.
I think. Also, didn't you play a lot of New Leaf on 3DS?
I wouldn't say a lot, but I played a decent amount. I think I still have probably put more hours into Pocket Camp than into New Leaf.
Ah, I see. Because I played a little Pocket Camp and then I fell out, and I didn't play New Leaf or the one on Wii. Like, the last Animal Crossing... The last Animal Crossing I played was on 3DS, so I'm kind of ready for one. I'm in the mood for one. It's time. It's time. I'm still trying to think of a Doom name for my village. I don't know if you can't name it Hell. It's too easy.
Cataclysm, or like.
I want it like E1D, I forget. It's the name. It's like the first level of Doom. I think it's like E1D something. I don't know.
I would look up the name of the guy who hunts people in Most Dangerous Games. That's what I would name it.
I kind of feel bad because I was watching the Direct with my girlfriend, and I'm like, oh my gosh, look at it. You see this feature? This feature does this, and featured. Oh my gosh, it's so good. I just see the disgust in her face.
Oh.
You nerd.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta let them know. You gotta let them know. You gotta let that out. I want to.
I'm getting one of those games. I'm getting Doom or I'm getting Animal Crossing, and I don't know which one I'm going to get yet. I'm pretty sure.
I'm going
But
I'm going to get Doom first because I want to play it very badly. Like very I need that, and then probably after like the next month or two or whatever, it'll be that'll be like my cool down.
Yeah.
I'll amp it up with Doom, and then I'll cool it down with The Village, because it feels like Animal Crossing isn't gonna go anywhere anytime soon. Like that game,
Oh, no.
that game you just play it. It'll be fun. It'll be good all the time. I want Doom. Primarily, as stupid as it sounds, I need to go into Doom spoiler free. I need to experience the lore and the story of Doom untainted. I need to know about why Earth has a giant hell pentagram. Like, I need it.
I'll actually go back to something you were saying earlier about like how they're being on the same day. Games that have to share some sort of date would just be like, don't play us, don't play them, play us. We're the better game. But no, they're like, yeah, that game's great. Go play it.
I think it's because they're entirely different audiences in general. It's
This way, so they're nice to each other.
yeah, it's kind of like those are other than let's be real, the hardcore gamer crowd. But most people are either going to be all in on Doom or all in on Animal Crossing.
If the 2010s of those 5 shooter games that come out.
It's the graph. It's always the graph where you see like Pokemon, who it's targeted for, 10-year-olds, who it appeals to, like people and adults, and it's like Call of Duty, who it's targeted toward, adults, who it actually the real audience, 10-year-olds.
10-year-olds.
Yeah. But
Like, it's so weird to me that video game, like, how niche of an audience John type people are for me.
you were kind of
And I
cutting.
say this, it's weird to me, like,
No, go.
okay, am I coming in now?
Yeah, you're in now. You're kind of you had a glitchy, but all right.
Okay. It's weird to me, like, considering video games audiences, how small a percent giant bomb-minded people are. I
Yeah,
hate this because, like, no one I've talked to who plays video games, I'm always like, oh, have you heard of giant bomb? It's always no. And that's baffling.
I guess that's just how big games are now, and there's also there's a lot of video games and game stuff where you can get in an ecosystem and just sort of play or consume that. I mean, it's kind of like if you want to be, you could play. I'm just gonna say, because I've been watching League of Legends, and they
I
do.
don't play League of Legends.
But as an example, someone could play League of Legends for 1 to 2 hours a day, and then spend a day watching League of Legends, like the pro tournament, and
Hypothetically.
what?
Hypothetically.
Yeah, I'm just saying that, like, as a high, and that's all their game. That person's not going to have enough time to play another video game because it's League of Legends. It's you do what you do your work or school, your other human task, and then it's League of Legend time. And there's a lot of those out there. Like, you do Magic, you do other stuff.
Yeah. It's like I never say I'm a gamer despite video game play, because they play one.
Yeah, like one sort of thing. I don't
My
like
new,
I don't like the gamer. I just don't like it.
No, guys, gamers rise up.
Gamers.
yeah, good at making extremely hot girls come. Get on it, Kevin.
What was that? Oh, that was one of those. That was one of those T-shirts, wasn't it?
Yeah, Yes.
Oh man. Oh, those edgy t-shirts where you're like, oh, they're so awful. I love them. I love how
Big
bad
time.
they are.
I think my favorite gamer T-shirt is the one that says "Eat, Sleep, Game." See, I don't know, 12 to 13-year-olds wearing it, and they bought it at Walmart.
Yeah.
No, their parents bought it for them.
Their parents definitely bought it.
It's
Yes, I know their parents bought it, but their parents don't understand how bad that looks.
it's that one shirt where it says, okay, I'm gonna describe it, and I want to know if you can see this in your brain palace. It's a dark blue background. It says, how to identify a gamer. On the front of it is a picture of like a gross looking drawing of some teen, and it says like cranked out eyes from too much caffeine 'cause he's gaming. Legs sore from sitting due to all the gaming. You know what I'm saying? You've seen this
Yeah, I
shirt.
know the shirt.
You can picture it.
Oh,
Yeah. Let it be said, I've come across like a dating profile line where the girl specifically says she'll drop her standards by 3 notches if you don't play video.
Yeah, she's fair. That's fair. I'm not even gonna like upset. I just go, she is correct. 100%. 100%. I know what's up. Speaking of big gamer moments, I finished Outer Wilds. I think it was today.
gathered that from your comment.
Yeah, that's kind of what I finished that game. I think that game is more interesting than it is good. I will say more than almost any game I've ever played, that is an Austin Walker game. There has never been a more Austin Walker video game than The Outer Wilds. Man, that's it. That's it, man. It's good though.
Yeah, it's one of those games where I was like, I might play this someday, but I know I'm not.
It's just sort of like,
I enjoyed that first 30 minutes of it that I played until I gave it back to him because I was playing other stuff.
mm-hmm. Oh no. Outer Wilds, not Outer Worlds.
Oh, damn it! Dang it!
God.
The spaceship puzzle adventure game.
The good one.
I would say it's more interesting than it is good.
The
It's
better one.
Yeah,
It's-
I guess. There you go.
I would
better
say
one.
the higher concept one.
The best one. Kevin's Game of the Year 2019.
Oh Lord, no.
You ever
No.
put out a list?
No. I thought
There
I
you
talked
go.
about it on the podcast.
Nope.
I swore I thought I made a podcast where I talked about my 2019 Game of the Year.
Nope, we did pseudo snozzies and that's it.
Oh, because I okay, well, my
Kevin Brown's 2019
Game of the Year.
Outer Wild.
it's Baba is You with a bullet.
Outer Wild.
It's Baba, and then the runner-up close is Samurai Showdown. That's the number 2. That's it. Those are the games. But yeah, I think my biggest complaint with Outer Wilds is that it is a game where you kind of, it's cool because you can technically beat the game by learning sort of tricks of information is how you get past things and how you interact with the world. But some of that interaction is difficult to do even if you know what you're doing. And because the game is on a Majora's Mask-esque time loop, you have a countdown timer, which makes it a little stressful in a way that I feel the rest of the game and the atmosphere of that game is not stressful, but the last bit, and you're just like, because I died a couple, like I had to do the last sequence a couple times, and it goes from tense to just frustrating, where you're like, yes, I know how to navigate in this area, but because the gravity is fluctuating, it's difficult, and I have one chance to do it, because otherwise the time window closes, and you're just like, it gets a little frustrating at the end. But maybe that could be solved if I was simply better at video games.
Yeah.
Listen,
Like I say, it's a game that's seemed in, like, I'm sure I would like it, but I'm not even trying to at this point. I know I'm play it.
Yeah, I love it. I love getting to the point where you can't even feign the enthusiasm. It's just, nah.
My Steam library's full enough of those games. I'm not buying another one.
I am trying to get my dad to play Civilization 6. Because I think he'll like it. I'm trying to get him on the Civ train.
That's a good.
Because I like Civ. It's good.
You know what's the better game?
What's that?
Get your dad into Marvel 3.
Okay.
Teach him the lightning loop from Zero.
My dad loves playing video games. He likes them a lot. By his own admission, things that require like Twitch gaming or just physical, he doesn't like. He likes things where like turn-based and strategy. That's what he likes. Those are the kinds of games
Marvel
he likes.
3.
Yeah, Marvel 3. You're technically Marvel 3 is a turn-based strategy. Marvel 3 is a turn-based strategy RPG where there are distinct rounds.
Yep. You craft a party.
You craft your JRPG party, and you gotta select your attacks.
Yep.
And once those attacks hit, your opponent has to deal with them. But then
It's gonna be your turn for a while too.
So what we're getting at is Marvel 3 is the game. It's the all-encompassing game. It's all genres.
Yep.
Transcending.
It transcends all of video games. It's the alpha and the omega.
It transcends genres even as it redefines them.
Exactly. It is the quantum entanglement at the end of the universe. You find Marvel vs. Capcom 3 as the spirit of Marvel 3 awaits. He is not
Can you imagine if like you got to the end of the universe and what is there is vanilla Marvel 3, not ultimate, just vanilla.
And it's that guy. He's shirtless. And
He goes to Marvel 2.
And he goes, "All right, it's time to play best of 3."
It's like you beat him, now you gotta beat me. It's like, who are you?
This is the end of the universe? Of course, no. Actually, if you got there, you'd be ready. If you if you are scoffing or disappointed at this, you would not be able to reach the end of the universe. Only one true of heart and sound of will can accept the galactic truth, and that truth is Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
Yep. Speaking of the end of the universe, am I still here? Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of the end of the universe, Hulu has like the 1980s BBC TV series of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Is that good?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And this is the second time I've watched it. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Like, it's really good. It's 80s practical television effects. So, I mean, like, it could look better, but no, it's real good.
I think at this point, that's now charming. It's
It is.
it's why I bounced off of Doctor Who, because I watched the newer seasons and they didn't look enough the pots and pans robots didn't look enough like pots and pans robots to be charming. It just looked like kind of It didn't do anything for me. So to hear the fact that it's more pots and pans robots and stuff, that's more appealing.
Yeah, but it's only it's expiring soon, so if you want to watch it, jump on it. It's also only 6 episodes and 6 30-minute episodes. It's hella short.
I don't know. That's like one week of the LCS, and I need to know how Cloud9's doing. I think that's the one that's undefeated. It's pretty good. They got some good junglers.
What, Nolan?
Oh no, I was thinking I kind of on a sci-fi kick because I've been rewatching what was it? The Next Generation on Netflix.
Oh, TNG's so good.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend's right to mock you for being a nerd.
What? Okay, the only reason I'm watching it is because I enjoyed the from Red Letter Media.
Yo, TNG's great.
And I've never really just sat down and watched TNG.
Okay, since I know, what you need to do is
Stop all the ghosts that are coming through.
yeah, in Here to Fight for me and you. But if you want to get some good stuff, Nolan, you should do if you want to watch an episode, you pull up Plague's Picardo, you sync it with the episode of TNG, and then you get to watch TNG with Plague and Pat and Paige, and it's a delight.
They have that.
It's a delight.
Okay, I might actually do that.
There's some, I don't know how much archives are on there, what episodes, but I watched.
I enjoy listening to Plague talk about anything, so I'll enjoy that.
Oh, it's divine. It's wonderful because you're already in there. You already understand. It's great because Star Trek is just one of the things where people talk about it, say that's so stupid. I love it. And I like things where you go, man, that's awful and dumb. I love it. Star Trek, pretty good. I still.
Yeah, I added Pat to my Twitter filter because I was tired of seeing it on my Twitter.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's fine.
Yo, that's fine. People got different taste.
No, that's a solid move, Drew.
Yeah, I thought so.
He posts a lot of garbage.
Yeah, you got like Is it because was it because of my comics and you just didn't care that kept showing
Your
up?
comics wouldn't really filter in that often because normally I think most of them are.
Because I at them, which means
I've never thought they were funny. Like when they were the best friends, I've never thought they were funny. I don't think he's funny. And so I was tired of the retweets seeping in and everything else. I'm like, no, I can just filter it.
Yeah, that's fine. It's different. It's different taste. I get it. I'm cool with that. Even I like it. I think the maximum power is Pat and Paige. The combo is just I love that dumpster fire. It's magnificent.
I prefer them together than separate.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Together, it's incredible. It's just nonstop amazing. At least in my opinion. I will still say. I still say.
You don't have to say in your opinion. If you're saying it, it's by definition your opinion. I'm trying not to do my other verbal tics. I can only do one at a time. I'm trying to not say the L word as much. I think I've gotten better. But you have. The curse is you've gotten better, but since I brought it up, I've now started doing it more.
Okay, the one my dad, there's two L words. There's like, and then there's literally, because I was watching sports. It was sports. I think it was Highly Questionable, which is still the best sports talk kind of show. And my dad mentioned, he goes, "Have you noticed people are now saying literally all the time because just for emphasis?" And then once he said that, I noticed it, and I noticed that I've been doing it, and then I've been trying not to do that because I don't want to. I've been trying to avoid the L's. I already have to hold so many L's. I do not need more.
Well, no, that means you're holding more in, Kevin.
Oh no, I have to expel them?
Yes.
Is that the truth? Is that the dark truth of why Magic the Gathering's been rough lately? Because I've been holding in so many L's that they've been multiplying?
You gotta build it up.
I have a malignant tumor of L's?
Yep, seems that way.
Wow. I've also I've figured out or relearned the lesson with Magic the Gathering that maybe I should just not play ranked if it gets me frustrated and play just non-ranked, because even though you encounter in you still will encounter in those top level decks, it's way more likely that you'll hit a deck that's different. So you get to play.
So I have two questions.
Yeah.
One, can you play, like, if you have friends list on that, can you just queue up matches with your friends and play them?
Yeah. You can do that.
Okay, then two, why don't you just send a friend request to everyone you encounter right now that's not running one of the top tier decks?
Oh, because I hate sending friend requests to people, because I feel guilty if I see friends online and they want to play with me, and I'm like, no, because I want to play by myself whenever I'm playing online. Unless I'm streaming, then it's okay. Because if people want to stream and I'm streaming and they want a game, then that's fine. I'll play with them on stream. But when it's on time, it's me time. I'm antisocial. I hate it, because then I don't want to make friends. Gross. Not playing Magic the Gathering. I know what those people are like. I look in the mirror and I have to say, would you want to play cards with this person? And I go, no. Never.
A lot of people at Buxadillion did.
Yeah. But then again, that was because I could play formats that I couldn't play here. That's like if I could play Commander, that'd be different. Then I'd have to be social. If I have to do the gathering part of Magic the Gathering, where you need to be social and you need to be welcoming, then I'd have to do that. And I had to use all my RP shenanigans. How you have to play for fun. You have to be
welcome gatekeep.
Well, you have to. The secret.
Gatekeep and don't let anyone else have fun.
Wrong. The secret is you have to make up a different game. So when you're playing a game of Magic the Gathering, you're in a multiplayer setting. You're not playing Magic the Gathering. You're playing Talk to the Guy to Not Kill Me, or as they call it, politics. You're political, or you're trying.
It's
how
I play Monopoly. I don't play Monopoly to win Monopoly. I play Monopoly to get people to do stupid things in real life for fake money.
Exactly. It's you have to manipulate. You discover your own goals, and that's how you play Magic. That's how you play. To me, that's how you're ideally. If you have a bland or somewhat game, you need to add your own Cajun spice to it, and you got to make it weird, or you got to make it. Oh, that's the game I should have done, but I didn't want to because I was lazy. That game where the Giant Bomb was talking about it, where it's just that steal or it's share or steal or whatever, or you have to just. Apparently, Jeff was complaining because they added world chat, so people were narking on people that were stealers.
Yeah, they definitely are, and now it's like this weird system of people are being bullied into spitting.
Yeah, I don't like that. It needs to be on a pure. The only way other than the karma should be what you're typing in that chat, because to me that's the interesting part of that game, not some sort of meta game like whatever.
Outside.
I want to be able, as Jeff said, I'm the king. I say, I demand tribute. I will steal. And then another person has to go, yes, my liege, and hit share. That's the interactions that people want to have, not the actual get money. It's this weird stuff.
Yeah.
And it's those.
Nolan,
What are you gonna say?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So imagine for years, you meet up with 3 other people to play a card game. And almost consistently, 2 out of these other 3 people will always team up so that they can at least get first and second.
Yeah.
What do you start to do in this situation, Nolan?
I mean, what do I do?
Yeah.
What would you start to do in this situation?
Yeah, so like it's
I'd
you.
be probably going hard.
What? I didn't hear you.
What?
I'd be bribing people hard.
Okay.
I'd be doing favors like crazy.
Okay.
Because
But
I want to be a part of the 2-man team.
okay, so you want to.
You want to turn it into a 3-man team?
Okay, that's valid. That's a completely valid answer.
Yes, it is.
So what happened is me and Drew were the 2-man team.
Consistently.
Every time. Every game, it was just understood. We're like, nah, we're gonna go. Because it was we played Magic, and it was always 4 to 5 man free for alls, and me and Drew were like, no, that sucks. We're just gonna go 1 and 2, because then it's fair at the end. Because you can't control the other people.
Yeah.
And it was just every time. No one figured it out. No, the other 2 to 3 people didn't make allegiances.
Like, you can argue they figured it out in that they recognized and knew it was going to happen,
But they didn't
but
stop
they
it.
never, to account for it, said, no, they didn't figure it out. They did not figure it out. It didn't matter if they knew it in their brains. They didn't act on the knowledge.
Yeah, that's all you do. You gotta get. See, Nolan's was correct. You wanted to get in there.
Yeah.
Either join the squad or form your own. But going 2v1v1v1 or minus one of those ones, way more difficult than 2v2v1 or 2v3 or etc.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's
2v2 and cruise into the victory
yeah,
circle.
just cruising it. Or if Nolan, our full Nolan strategy is you got to infiltrate the 2 and then sway one of them to your side, so you can have this 3-man, and then at the end a betrayal. Be the sleeper agent. That's a good tactic. I like it.
Just say like, yeah, he's been talking.
Listen. Last game you were playing, you got second. How about you don't? How about I give up?
Take second. I'll let you be first.
Yeah, I'll let you win. I will give up as soon as it's 1 and 2. Oh man, I wish I would have done that. Oh, I could have. Oh, I Barnes and Noble and stuff. I could have made so many people mad by just going, listen, we'll team up. I will lose to you. I will just forfeit. You've won, but you need to get me to number 2. Because I don't think most of those guys could have handled that situation.
Oh, I don't think they could
I
have.
don't think they could have handled what that's asking of you, and what the terror that can create of, yeah. Oh, I'll do what you say as well too. You want to say attack? Sure, I'll do it. In fact,
Yeah, sure, whatever.
in fact, don't tell me what to do because that'll look bad on you. I'll be an independent agent. All you gotta do is keep me alive to second place, and I will serve you and do what needs to be done.
Yep.
Oh, I like this. That's a good way to go out on. So there's your pro politics card game strategy. If you're ever all out there, Seven Samurai, if it looks like you're going to lose, pledge your loyalty to whoever's in first place and say that you will give up as soon as you hit second, and you actually have to do it as well. Because they need to
think about it. Do you want to be the last loser or the first loser?
Yeah.
Exactly.
And also, you need to keep your honesty. That's one of the things also about it was an interesting sort of thing on Magic podcast where a guy was talking about politics and making deals and how there was a group that he was playing with, and a guy was like, "Don't attack me this turn, and I swear I won't whatever next turn. Give me a turn, and then I won't attack you, and it'll be okay." And then the guy broke his word, and that was such a faux pas that he was never allowed to play again because it was like, no, you make your deal, you stick to it.
That's literally when everyone else turns against him.
Oh, yeah. Well, they turned against him so hard they didn't let him play for a good couple months because it's like you can't do the deal making because this person's never going to do it. They're untrust. That's part of the fun.
A wild card.
Yeah. Now, that's not to say if someone gives you a better deal.
Yeah, then you take it.
Then someone just listen. So be the X Factor, and my stuff's starting to go out. So that's the podcast. I think it was pretty good.
Later days.
Later days.
Later days.